So, as you guys know, what's happening in this day and age is that we use ChatGPT and things like that for literally everything. You got a question, go to ChatGPT, you got the answer, copy paste the answer, copy the code snippet into your code base, push it to Git, done. Test it, done. Goes to QA, works fine, done. You don't have to worry about nothing else. But you know what? How I've learned programming, I is that is by well, couple of things, by browsing other people's code, by actually seeing the code, and that makes a huge difference. By actually looking at the code, what's happening, you kind of sometimes discover things that you had never seen before, and so you kind of discover these new things. You copy it, you kind of write it down, and then you try to apply these things in your own code. That's how I learned through YouTube. I learned through one more thing, and that is the topic of this video, and that which is by reading books. So without further ado, I'm gonna suggest you two different books, and they're like completely different books from each other. They're not similar in any way. And if you're watching this video, I don't have to tell you why you need to read books anyway. If you're somebody, you're like, I can find everything in ChatGPT. Do that. You don't you don't need this video. But if you're somebody who kind of has interest in reading books, and you can kind of see, the real power of reading books and discovering things in the books, the details you can, where you kind of just dig into the detail, learn things that you would have not have learned otherwise, unless you have a mentor who's just willing to teach you all the time. You're not going to discover these things, and they're hard to find. So the first book, you probably have seen this book being recommended in many places, and that is this book, Pragmatic Programmer. um it's a decent book. It's got a nice cover. It's a decent book. I don't kind of appreciate everything that's in the book. As a programmer, I don't really like everything, because some things are not applicable. So for example, where the guy talks about anyway, I'm not going to go into the detail, but there is a chapter where guy talks about leaving the code cleaner than how it was. It sounds easy, it sounds simple, it's a good mentality to have, but it's not always applicable. I think the guy forgot to add that sometimes you just don't do that. You don't clean anything, because you are going to break something, cost company the money, and get fired. Anyways, little things here and there, but I think it's a good book. Just go through the whole book. Try to go through the whole book quickly, as quick as you can, and try to kind of highlight the things that you think are cool, interesting, and try to apply that in your code base. Build some side projects and apply them. See how far you get. I think this might be it's by Andrew Hunt and David Thomas. It might be the first version or second. I'm not sure actually. Um, Anyway, you can find by looking at the photo. And now, this is a really good book for just general engineering and programming. Okay, you're gonna end up learning a lot. Let me just fix this camera. So you'll end up learning a lot, but you have to apply things. Otherwise it's useless. But I think 99% of the people here, with all due respect, are not gonna apply anything. Anyways, by the way, before I go to the second book, I got a free ebook in description that I wrote, 54 pages ebook. It's called Ebook for Crazy Developers. Grab a copy, it's free. Let me know what you think. You'll find interesting stuff there. Second book is, like I said, there are two different books. The second book is not really about general programming, engineering. It's more about computer science. As a programmer, regardless of what anybody says, do get into computer science. Do understand the concepts, data structure, algorithms, and these sort of things, because these things kind of make a huge difference when you're thinking about memory consumption and stuff like that. Because if you don't think about these things, what ends up happening is your company ends up spending a lot of money on servers, because you're not careful with the memory. The whenever anything runs in the computer, the memory just skyrockets, and yeah, the things get stuck. They become very slow. So you got to think about memory, you got to think about speed, how you organize your data. So this is the second book. Interesting, I didn't even know actually this book was from the same sort of company. Okay, this is the second book, Common Sense Guide to Data Structures and Algorithms. Really, really, really good book. I recommend anybody who's a programmer read this book. It talks about speed, efficiency, algorithms, data structures. And to be fair, it's a good book. It has like lots of diagrams and images and all that stuff, as you can see here. What was he talking about here? Dynamic programming. It's an interesting book. And the cool thing about this book is that it doesn't expect you to know a lot of maths. It kind of literally dumps down everything. Yeah, it's a good book. It's really, really good book. One of the books. If I tell you what though, if you could like, let me just kind of grab this. If you could pick between this one or this one, I would say pick this one. Um, because this is the real science. This is where you kind of, this is how you kind of, this is how you get like it's trying to explain what is it? Is it? Just trying to find some, like for example, explaining here how the indexes work and all in an array and all that stuff. This is how, if you want to become better than other programmers, this is what you read. Anyways, that's all I have for now. I got a few more books, but I think these are really great books. If you're a programmer, engineer, coder, whatever you want to call yourself, do get these books. Get the hard copy. Don't pirate it because they're good books. Yeah, best of luck. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know the books you recommend. Um, yeah, uh, like I said, free ebook written by me for software engineers in the description. Grab a copy, and I'll catch you guys next time.